Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back. This is episode 7 of the Football Manager 2018 Arsenal Career Mode, and we're starting off today's episode with a Europa League game. As you see there, it is against Freiburg, and we are already qualified for the knockout stages, so the results don't really matter. But of course, we are in a good run of form. As you saw, we've gone the whole season unbeaten in the Premier League. We've only lost the one game in all competitions, and that was against Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. In the third round, I think that was. So let's continue on with our good form. As I said, we are unbeaten in Europe so far. Continue this one. This is the 5th game of the Europa League group stage, and then we've got the last one, which I believe is against Apoel, to finish off the group. So hopefully we can remain these last 2 games in the group unbeaten as well. Get an easy draw, hopefully, in the first knockout round, and then hopefully, obviously, go all the way to the final and lift this trophy at the end of the season. But as you said, we are doing pretty well in the Premier League, so even if we don't win the Europa League, we should be qualifying for the Champions League, and that's the competition where we belong. But of course, as I mentioned at the start of this series, we are going to be only doing the one season here with Arsenal, but of course we still want to go out and win everything that we can. And you never know, if we do have a successful series, we may continue it on for another year or two. I'll have to ask you guys. I'll do a poll maybe at the end of the season and let you guys decide whether we should carry on or just let it end with the one season, or maybe try somewhere else, a different kind of challenge, maybe try and get somebody promoted, or try and get Manchester United to win the league or something like that, or maybe even go to a different country, different continent even, to see what kind of things we can do elsewhere. But let's continue on then with Arsenal. We are at home at the Emirates Stadium. These are the lineups, very narrow lineup for Freiburg there, but we are starting with Alex Iwobi on the left side. We've got Jack Wilshere playing in the cam, Mkhitaryan on that right side for Arsenal, and then look up front, it is Nketiah. He's going to be starting as a lone striker today for the Gunners. Hopefully he can get off and try and get himself a goal or two. As I said, the results don't really matter in this group stages now that we are already qualified, so we can give the youngsters a bit of a try and see what they can do in the starting 11. And look at that, he's paying it off already. My faith in him already paying off. 35 minutes in, and Arsenal lead 1-0, and it was Nketiah with the opening goal of the game. And we have picked up a couple of knocks here on either side of the Arsenal wings, Iwobi and Mkhitaryan. I don't really want to risk them, so we're going to have to put Kolasinac up on that left wing, and then see how Mkhitaryan fares. We've actually got a penalty here, which I did not see given because we was too busy trying to change things there for Arsenal. But Kolasinac has come on in place of Alex Iwobi, and Jack Wilshere's actually picked up a knock as well. So we've got to be careful here. We don't want to get in any more injuries, and we have made a few changes. Mkhitaryan's still on the pitch, I believe, and there he is crossing, almost going over everybody. Well, it did go over everybody, but it almost went to somebody at that far post. And here he is again, plays it nicely through, and a nice assist there from Mkhitaryan. Jack Wilshere scores. He started in the cam position today for Arsenal in place of Mesut Ozil, and there he is picking up a goal, which is nice to see. And there's Aaron Ramsey winning possession back for Arsenal as Nketiah goes forward here, lays it backwards though to Elneny. Now Mkhitaryan, who's been kept on far post, crossed a little bit too far, but there it is Jack Wilshere who claims his 2nd goal of the game. Arsenal's 3rd, less than 10 minutes to play here at the Emirates, and it is now Arsenal 3, Freiburg 0, and we are just playing the final few seconds of this match. There it is, the final whistle blows. A good victory there for Arsenal. We played a couple of the youngsters, Jack Wilshere in a different position as well, and then Nketiah obviously getting the goal scoring underway pretty early on. Just over half an hour it was before the first goal came in, as I just hit my headset. I apologise for that if you did hear it on the microphone, but onwards we go. Let's continue on, as we did pick up a few injuries in that game, which is a bit of a bummer because we don't want to be getting any more injuries. We've had quite a few as of late. But here are the Premier League results then so far this weekend. Manchester United, they dropped points against Chelsea. Liverpool dropped points, 2-2 against Bournemouth, but Tottenham scoring 5 past West Ham United. And Manchester City are yet to play Leicester City in that late evening game. But here is the Premier League table so far. We are still a game in hand of Chelsea, but of course if we do go ahead and win our game in hand, that will see us back at the top of the Premier League table. And the average rating for the Premier League players, looking at Mkhitaryan, 7.96. Harry Kane just behind him, then Mesut Ozil. So that's very good to see there for Arsenal. The top scorers, of course, it's Harry Kane, Danny Ings, Joshua King, Lacazette's up there in 4th, Anthony Martial in 5th. We have been linked with Anthony Martial as of late. I think we will put a bid in for him. I know that Alex Iwobi is doing a great job right now, but I still feel we are a little bit weak on that side, especially if Iwobi gets injured, which he did just actually get. Obviously, we do have Danny Welbeck as well, but I'm not a big fan of Danny Welbeck's on this game. Even though he's performed pretty well for us, I think he might be leaving at the end of the season. If we continue it on, of course. If we do go past the one season, then I think Danny Welbeck will be going out, and then we will be bringing somebody in. But of course, we still have the January transfer window to look forward to. We can improve on the team that we have right now if we want to end the second half of the season on a strong run and hopefully becoming the Premier League champions at the end of the season. But look at all these injuries, all stacking up now, slowly getting in there, aren't they? But on the positive on that, it does give the youngsters a bit of a try in that first 11, and some of the ones which are just coming back from injury, namely Aubameyang. He's now back. He's not fully fit, but hopefully he will be soon. And then, of course, banging goals in left, right and centre, even though Lacazette is doing that himself right now. And, of course, Nketiah coming on and grabbing goals when he's given the chance as well. But Jack Wilshere, he's going back in the central midfield. Mesut Ozil back into his usual cam position. We've got Nketiah starting this game again. Aubameyang's not quite fully fit, so we're going to give the youngster another test. We do have Danny Welbeck starting on the left wing though today because Iwobi picked up a knock in that last game. We do have Ospina. I actually forgot to put in Peter Cech for this one. So Ospina gets another start in the starting 11. The first half, not much action to speak of. As you can see, it's still goalless here at the Hawthorns, but right now it is Arsenal in possession, playing straight through the middle. Ozil finds Wilshere. Wilshere still holding on to that knock that he picked up in the last match. I'm hoping he doesn't pick up any more and get injured because we are already running a little bit low through midfield. Here's Jack Wilshere then inside and cross. Oh, it's taking a deflection there off Johnny Evans, who's been linked with Arsenal in real life and Manchester City actually. And we'll take that 1-goal lead, even though it was an OG. Mesut Ozil's actually been injured now, but we've already made our 3 changes, as you can see. So Mesut Ozil's going to have to stay on the pitch or just sit on the sidelines because he can't be replaced. Nobody's going to be coming on for him, so technically we are down to 10 men. We are leading by 1-0, just over 5 minutes remaining. We need to try and grab ourselves a second or just defend for our lives. And here is Aubameyang then playing onto that far side, and he's been taken down, and that is going to be a penalty here for Arsenal. A good chance for Arsenal to take a 2-goal lead. It is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang who puts it into the back of the net. That is going to seal the 3 points here for Arsenal. It's his first goal of the season since coming back from injury. Remember, he did break his leg in pre-season and already is back to scoring ways, and hopefully he can just keep going on now for the rest of the season, pick up no more injuries and help us lift the Premier League title. That cross comes in. That is a fantastic cross. West Brom do pull a goal back, but I don't think they're going to have enough time here to get any more as Arsenal push forward looking for a third. Can they get it? Late chance. Come on, at least get the shot off. Cross comes in, headed far wide there, not even troubling the goal whatsoever, and the counter-attack is on here for West Bromwich Albion. Good interception there from El Neni. He actually chased back really fast there to help us at the back, but West Brom still having a shot on target. Ospina holding on to it eventually after it did a little of a fumble there, but finally the final whistle blows. We do hold on. We take the 3 points home with us, 2-1. Very, very happy with that performance, but we're going to be going straight into the next game. This time we are at home at the Emirates Stadium taking on Brighton and Hove Albion. Liverpool face West Bromwich Albion, they're at home. Manchester United are at home. Chelsea are away from home, and that big one in the late afternoon, at the evening actually. Is this midweek? Yeah, this is midweek. This is a Wednesday midweek kickoff. So Manchester City take on Tottenham. That is going to be a big game, especially for the top 4 places. But Manchester United, they really need to get themselves 3 points if they're going to have any chance of finishing in the top 4 to keep up with the pace of the top players. Let's just change things around here. We're going to play a little bit more defensive, I think. Ozil did pick up that injury, remember. We've got quite a few injuries. Danny Welbeck is also injured. Remember to put Peter Cech in this time at least. So Danny Welbeck is going to go off. I think we're going to start with Aubameyang. Is there got anybody else to start on the left wing? I don't think we have anybody else really to start on that left wing. We could put Joe Willock in there. Mkhitaryan on the left. But let's have a look. He's not too bad on the left side, Willock. Would it be better on the right though? I'm not entirely sure. El Nene's playing as a CDM. We need to take Danny Welbeck out of there. There we go. That's all tidier. Aubameyang, I don't really want to risk him starting, to be fair. So we might let Nketiah start in this midweek game. Danny Welbeck is obviously injured. Bellerin back in the right back position for Callum Chambers. Kolasinac, shall we start him as left back? I think that is going to be all the changes they're going to be making. It is indeed. So two defensive sides playing today, so it'll be interesting to see which way this goes. Arsenal obviously got to be the favourites. We're probably a little bit more attacking than Brighton are, especially being at home. Let's see who's going to get the first goal in today's game. Less than a minute gone. And it is Arsenal who break the deadlock then. 55 seconds played. And it is Joe Willock started on the left side of midfield. It's not his natural position. And really, he doesn't score many goals. But it's nice to see him getting on that score sheet. And whenever we've been given the chances to the youngsters, they've come on and grabbed the goals. Remember, Nketiah scored earlier on in the episode. And now Joe Willock getting the goal, which seems to be giving us the 3 points here against Brighton. So we have struggled a little bit going forward, being creative, but that is due to all the injuries that we've been picking up as of late. And maybe there's one last chance here to get another goal as Nketiah plays it through here for Mkhitaryan, who places it into the bottom near corner. Arsenal lead 2-0. Nice little counter-attack play there from the Gunners, and that will guarantee us the 3 points and another victory, which means, of course, we still remain unbeaten in the Premier League. Been absolutely superb so far this season, Arsenal. I'm not entirely sure how we are playing so well, but we're just getting the results, doing what we need to do, and hopefully we can hold on even though we're getting so many injuries. But thanks for watching, guys. That is going to be the end of today's episode. Just before we do end it, let's just have a look at the other results. Liverpool, they won 2-0. Manchester United got the victory, Chelsea got the victory, and Manchester City drew against Tottenham Hotspur. So both those losing, they're dropping 2 points, and Arsenal top of the table.